Hello everyone, I am Murilo from National Institute for Space Research in Brazil, and now I present to you evaluation of moisture transport from the Amazon forest to the Brazilian Southeastern region during the austral summer. Firstly, Amazon forest has a huge contribution in the climate regulation and the hydrological cycle in South America, but in particular Brazilian Southeastern. On the left side, we can see in animation from Apollo 11 the moisture pathway. The moisture transport from the Amazon forest reaches other regions like a central and southwest of Brazil. In the right side, we can see the same thing, but in a schematic example of aerial rivers. However, this mechanism is in danger due to the Amazon deforestation in the last few decades. And to be exactly, this graphic shows annual rates of deforestation in Amazon rainforest. And here we can separate in two different groups of two last decades. The first group represented by 2004 to 2012, where deforested areas decrease, absolutely decrease. And the second group, 2013 to 2019, where the deforested areas increased and is still increasing nowadays. In the summer of 2013-2014, the southwest of Brazil suffered one of the greatest droughts of its history, and reaching an important reservoir is affected human consumption, energy generation, agricultural and other important sectors for this country. And therefore, the main goal of this work was to evaluate the moisture transport flow for the period from the 4 recent years during the austral summer in relation to the climatological average. We used some variables from reanalysis tool like pressure, wind components, and specific humidity by INSAP INCAR. Our study region is demarked by two red squares. First, Amazon region, and the second represents São Paulo region and the southwestern in the general way. But how was calculated the vertical integrated moisture flow? That's simple. Q and QV represent moisture transport by the zonal and meridional winds components. And it's very important to say that PT represents the pressure in the upper part of the integration domain, here which is 500 hectopascal, and P0 is the pressure on the surface level. So the final result shows the average of vertical integrated moisture flow. Numbers in blue represent incoming of moisture, numbers in red represent outgoing. On the right side, we can see the years that represent recent summers. 2015 was considered ENSO years, therefore we found a difference in the east coast of São Paulo region that values for incoming moisture different between the average of vertical integrated moisture flow that consider this region of outgoing values. 2016, 2017, and 18 was considered neutral years, so keep the pattern of the average. Moisture balance indicates a difference between incoming and outgoing moisture. Blue line represent the tendency line for Amazon and São Paulo region. In Amazon was found a decrease in tendency line, but it's not the same for São Paulo region. So the outgoing Amazon, incoming São Paulo, it's very interesting to observe because it's possible to identify the relationship between the moisture that leaves the Amazon region and reaches São Paulo region. So the more moisture outgoing Amazon region, more moisture incoming in São Paulo. So we can conclude a great importance of Amazon rainforest to moisture balance in the Brazilian Southeastern. And what's the role of deforestation in this process? Can deforestation impact in this process, or in the near future and the far future is a good question. And a difference between ENSO and neutral years in this process. And the next step is very important, study others, regions, and others seasons also, and for also impact of the South Atlantic in this moisture transport. Thank you so much for attention.